In this video, I'm going to show you why to use Google Forms, some of the different things that it can do, and some different Google Forms examples that I've made. This is a sample form that I've created with all the different kinds of questions that you can have in there. So pretty simple. This first one here, I have a multiple choice question where I have 4 different options. These are called radio buttons. You can only click one of these at a time. So essentially, students are limited to one option. We also have a text entry where they can essentially just enter pretty much any text they want with some restrictions if you want to put that. Here we have a paragraph text entry where they can also add in text, but this one has room for much more text on it. So these two here are for more free or open entry, what you're looking for. Here I have a checkbox where you can select one, multiple, all, none, but in this case here they're not limited to just one like a multiple choice question. Down here I have choosing from a list, which is very similar to the multiple choice questions up there, but instead of having them take up a lot of room, they can kind of condense. We also have a scale where you can have going from 1 to 5, lowest to highest. We can also have a grid where it's a combination of 2 rows and 2 columns. It'll make more sense when you actually see some examples later on. We can also have them enter a date where they have to enter a particular date like 7/20/2015. You can also do the exact same thing, a date entry with a timestamp as well. And finally, we have just a basic time entry here where you're looking for them to enter a particular time. So all these are the different things that I can do with a very simple Google form. Taking a look at some of the examples I have, this is how I actually give out notes in my flipped classroom. This is what students would actually see. This would be their homework. So you kind of have a nice background, a header image that catches their attention. Here they have to put in their name, what period they are. I have linked to a video that I've recorded, so they would watch that, and then there's some very simple questions that would go along with it. This first one here, how many bones does an adult human have? So it's a required question, so they can't skip it. What I'm looking for them to do is enter a number, in this case 206. It won't accept anything other than a number. Enter a number only, no symbols or punctuation. You can set it up that way, and that is information they'd be able to get from the video. Also, I'm just kind of randomly clicking stuff here. I'd be saying, hey, which belongs to the axial skeleton, which belongs to the appendicular skeleton. I'm just randomly clicking things, but you can see that it's some, but not all. Different things that the skeletal system have to do. But this one here, I'm down to a multiple choice question where they can only answer one of those. I don't want them to click multiple ones. More multiple choice questions here. So this would be an example of some of the homework that I would give them. An excellent use, I feel, of Google Forms for combining it. Here's one I have for respiration, same idea. A different video that I have embedded. I get their name, their hour, the video, and then some questions that would go along with it. Here's a good example of a drop-down question. If I did this as a multiple choice, it would take up a lot of room. But with a drop-down question, it doesn't actually take up that much room in here. So what cell organelle actually needs the oxygen? It's the mitochondria. And then I have some multiple choice, more check boxes, and that'd be what they'd submit. Here's one that I have for respiratory diseases, trying to emphasize that smoking is not healthy. Very graphic pictures in the background here. I have some check boxes, some multiple choices, some nice mixed different questions. And then of course one here, all the different diseases that smoking either causes or can lead to. And yes, I send the point that they need to actually click on every single one of those because smoking is associated with every single one of those. A good use of checkboxes and making them think about this sort of thing. Here's one from my physics class about magnetism. And again, I have nice pictures in the background and up top, something that's visually appealing, breaks up the normal monotony, the video embedded, and with questions that go along with it. Here's another one, human muscular system. And again, you can see combination of multiple choice, checkboxes. Here I have some drop-down ones, multiple choice, checkboxes. I also have an animated GIF where they actually can see a picture in here and answer questions off of that. So it's very easy to embed pictures, including animated ones, even of large sizes. Here's one I did, an end of the year survey. Wanted to know their feedback and some background. You can make the background appealing. You can put in some different jokes and other things in here. Here I wanted some more free-form entry. I wanted their honest feedback for the end of the year. What did you think? Did you like this? Did you not? Google Form is a really good use for something just like this.